to your reading for April the 13th through April the 19th. I'm Mary Trimble, your astrologer and tarot card reader, here with your readings for, I've just said, April the 13th through the 19th. I am sorry for my absence. I have not been well. I have had a very slow recovery too. And I'm still not 100%, so bear with me. I'm doing these a little differently for those who have never, who haven't joined here before. These readings are for your sun, moon, and rising. I'm also going to do a more tailored astrology reading during the tarot reading for you. And let me know if you like that in the comments below. Let me know if you like this new format. I always like to change things up a little. So let's go to your reading. Okay, first of all, this is for Cancer. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Cancer for the week of April the 13th through the 19th? 3 cards for Cancer, please. Oh, look at that, 3. Love that. Okay. So, there we go. Wow. 3 cards. Now we're going to go to your clarifying cards for Cancer. These are clarifying cards. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Cancer through these clarifying cards? April the 13th through the 19th. Please clarify the Magician. There it is. Lovely. Please clarify for there we are. And please clarify the 3 of Pentacles. Oh, 2 cards came out. There's crossover here, guys, so don't forget your sun, moon, and rising. Down below. So you'll find all the links to the other videos below. If you can't find the links below, it takes me a minute. I have to upload everything in order to put them all in. So at the end of this video, there'll be a link to the playlist for this month, and you'll find all the videos available at the moment. At the time you look at it, will be in there. And that will grow as I get them all up on YouTube. So let's talk about what's going on astrologically for you guys. So the sun is moving into Taurus, and that is moving into your house of friends and the public and how you relate to the public. So this is, you know, this can be online. So the sun is going to shine on that, on your public persona, if you will. So this is a wonderful time to do anything online, and you have Uranus traveling through that house for the next 6-7 years, right? So that this is a very tumultuous time. So it's, look, Uranus is a planet of sudden happenings, surprises, and shocks too. So there's a lot of energy in your house of publicity. I want to call it kind of publicity, right? But I really feel with the sun coming in, this is an opportunity to shine and you know, really develop wonderful relationships with friends. Now, I also want to talk about Pluto and Jupiter in your house of relationships. And also the North and the South Node. Now, the North and the South Node are crossing over your ascendant and descendant. So this is major, major change going on for you, Cancer. You are really feeling this change. Well, I could say that for everyone, right? Because this is a major change happening for most people. I mean, things won't be the same afterwards. And this is very apparent with the North and the South nodes crossing over the ascendant. That always happens there. It's very challenging time for Cancerians. Now, with Pluto and Jupiter in your house of relationships, relationships are, I want to say they're some relationships are ending. I think you've probably seen a lot of changes in your relationships and your idea of relationships, and some have flourished and really been positive for you, and others have just fallen by the wayside. They've transformed. So you've seen your relationships transformed, and during this time when your relationships have transformed, so have you. It's almost like you are accepting that some relationships are breaking down and they are not in your life the way they used to be. It doesn't mean necessarily that they are completely out of it, but they have some have moved into the background and some have completely gone. We outgrow some of our relationships, and we also stay in relationships long past the expiration date. But with Pluto moving through your house of relationships, they are going. They are not staying the same. And consequently, you're changing. You're changing along with them. Now, you have Venus in your house of the unconscious. And so this is a time for reflection. It's a house of going within, right? It's ruled by Pisces, but in your case, you've got Gemini there, right there. And Venus is in Gemini. And it's in this beautiful relationship to Mars, right, in your house of transformation. So things are changing. The way you think is changing. You are having these epiphanies. You are really transforming. So you are becoming someone very different. Even the way you perceive life is changing. How you move forward, it's like you have transformed your whole life. Things are just never going to be the same after this year, for sure. Things are going to be completely different. And you have Mercury in Aries in your house of career and definitely career and profession. So this is this is brilliant ideas on how to do things differently. And what's really interesting is your first card out is the Magician, right? And the Magician is about you creating the life that you desire. You have everything you need. The Magician comes in, he's like the number one. It's like beginnings. You have the power to create the life that you've always desired right now. So these brilliant ideas, you can take action, because you may feel that you know, at times a little fearful. You may feel that you don't have everything you need to move forward in this life. And a lot of people are a bit frightened, right? But this is saying, don't worry, you've got everything you need. You've got the power. You can create that. You've got the 4 elements. You can be, do, and have anything you want. And this is acknowledging you have that power. You are the Magician, darling. And clarifying the Magician is the 2 of Cups. The 2 of Cups, very interesting. Almost looks like a medical sign right here between the 2 people holding out cups. This is about, to me, what I'm getting for you, it's about the divine feminine and masculine. We have been in a patriarchal society for thousands of years. And before that, we were in a matriarchal society for thousands of years. And we are moving into a more equal society of the divine male and the divine female. This is going to be a more equal. When we come out of this transitional year or 2 that we're going through, it's going to be a more equal society. The power will be equally displayed more. Right now, there are powers that are going to really try to be more greedy and we can already see that the people left standing are, the big conglomerates, right? Who've kind of taken over everything. Think about the last financial crisis we had at 2007, 2008 when the market tanked, and then like all the smaller banks were swallowed up by the bigger banks. So it just reduced competition, and so we, the rich got richer, the poor got poorer. So we want to be very aware that we don't want this to happen. So it's important for us not to be in fear, because we could make decisions based in fear. During 9/11, we gave a lot of our rights away because, we were told that it was for terrorists. And so we were like, yeah, take our personal rights away. Yes, get who you need to get. And, the problem is we took away the checks and balances. So, yes, do that in a time of crisis, but don't, have to get permission. Don't just arbitrarily. Anyway, I digress. I don't want to go into that. But what I'm saying is this is more about equality, and it's about honoring our male and our female parts to us. We're all male and all female, right? We all have male and female parts to us. So we need to acknowledge that and balance, have more balance. So the next card out for you is, this is about new beginnings, but this is new beginnings in a way that there's fear here for some of you, right? For a lot of us, there's some fear going on because we don't know what the future holds. Now the Fool loves that it is thinking, wow, this is an adventure. Think about when you were younger, everything was an adventure. You had no fear. You were naive. Life hadn't beaten you up by then. So when the Fool comes in, look, the circle in 0 symbolizes infinite possibilities. And this is what the Fool is all about. He's about infinite possibilities. And he's like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen next. What's going to happen next? This is an adventure. So you are being asked to have this energy. Think of this as an adventure, right? And I keep saying to people are, in this quarantine, and there's all those funny memes going around, the fact is we have to enjoy this moment. When are we going to get the opportunity to stay at home, right? And do things that we've never done before? We've got this time that we've never had before. Focus on that. Stop focusing on, oh my God, what's going to happen next? And everyone's dying and it's horrible and we're going to, blah, 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 the end of times, blah, blah, blah. Listen, that's not going to help you. That's just going to raise your stress levels and make you more susceptible to illness. So what you want to do is think of this as an opportunity, like, studying. With my illness, I couldn't even I always study every single day. I'm always learning something new and I'm always studying more. And that was something that I couldn't do during this illness because I had this underlying headache every single day and I could not concentrate. I could barely concentrate on watching the television or I was just trying to meditate. When I meditated, I'd fall asleep. Anyway, I say all that to say that you have an opportunity. Look upon this time as an opportunity to do something that you've never done before, to write, to create something wonderful. And you have Mercury in your 10th house. That's creativity. It's also about communication. It's about thought process. It's about ideas, right? And it's in this cardinal sign, so it's very active. So your mind is very active right now. And you also have Chiron going through your house of profession. So there's some kind of healing there going on. Chiron is bringing up things in your career. It's definitely brought some stuff up in mine. So there's an opportunity to heal, right? Now look, here we are. We have clarifying the Fool, endless, infinite possibilities, is the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands is like, look, it's a spark, it's an idea, it's a creative idea. It's like a spark that lights a flame, that sets a big fire ablaze. The potential is amazing, right? So this is new beginnings, right? And this is like you having the power to do what you need. This is about equal balance. This is also about treating everyone with respect and with love, treating everyone equally. So remember, put out what you want to get back. That's what this is all about. And I feel that relationships have this ability to heal during this time. There could be a deep healing in relationships during this time. Now, the next card out is the Three of Pentacles. This is Jupiter, right? This is about teamwork too. So this is also, look, it's about connecting with neighbors out the window. You know, it's like, you know, I was walking the street and everyone's kind of insular this morning when I was walking Sparking. I was like, good morning. And then people were like, good morning. But some people, yeah, I've noticed, are very insular and they're afraid of others. But it's okay to be social distancing and still talk to someone and connect with them in a different way, right, than we have before. So this is about teamwork, and it's about learning something new from someone else, like someone who doesn't appear to have as much knowledge as you or as power as you in some way, but has knowledge in something that you don't. So listen to everyone, treat everyone equally. There's no bigger I or little you, right? We're equal. We're all in this together. To varying degrees, we're experiencing this differently. I want to, you know, just put out some loving and healing thoughts to those that are stuck in prison or in, you know, elderly homes where they can't be with their families, and also the tragedy of people dying alone during this pandemic. They're not allowed to be with their family and friends. So there's a lot of sadness. And if you're an empath, and you probably are, as Cancerians, you're going to pick up on that energy. So you need to protect yourself. Selenite is a great way of protecting yourself. If you have any, you know, sleep with it, keep it on you at all times, protect yourself from, you know, the global pain, you know, the collective pain, because it can debilitate you. So you have to be very careful. If you're very tuned in, you have to kind of put some protection. So speak to, you know, your spirit guides and ask them for protection, right? So clarifying the Three of Pentacles, which is definitely teamwork, right? You have the Hermit and you have the Page of Cups. Now, the Hermit is all about meditation. It's about not making any decisions from an emotional standpoint. It's about this lantern represents his mind. He's gone into a cave and he's learned everything he can. This is us being in isolation, right? Now we can be in isolation and go crazy, or we can decide to learn something new, or, you know, meditate and connect with spirit. And he comes out of his, you know, his self-imposed quarantine, and he comes out like a spiritual guru. We have the opportunity to come out really changed. And wise, and we can hold up the lantern for others and help them and show them the way. You know, this is an opportunity for us to awaken, to raise our vibration. We need to raise our vibration because right now the vibration is very low. The good news is that Gaia, the planet, is recovering. Right? It's getting this rest. There's hardly any planes in the sky. You know, the air is clearer and cleaner, sweeter smelling. I mean, it's beautiful. Put your head out the window, put your face up to the sun, you know, drink it in. You know, if you can't get out, you know, at least put your head out the window, right? Sit on your fire escape if you're in the city, or, you know, try in your garden. You know, get out in the air. You need to put your feet in the soil. You need to feel. You need to be with nature. Touch the trees if you're out there. With rubber gloves, I have to say. I have to be careful what I put out there. I want to, you know, always be safe, guys. Always be safe. And right next to this is the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups is, known as the messenger, right? He's the messenger of love. We need to spread the message of love. We need to, look, I think at 7 p.m., everybody claps and bangs their pots and pans to appreciate all the health workers that are out there on the front lines doing, and also don't forget the shop assistants that are out there, and the people who are filling the shelves, and all those people that, we need to appreciate them for coming out here and, being brave enough to put themselves at risk, right? They are there to help us too. So now, look, the Page of Cups can be a gift of love. It can be a gift of intuition. It's about the message of love. It's also about you getting ready to move on to the next phase of your life. And that is what this message is for you. I feel that things are really changing for you in a profound way. And I really feel that you can connect spiritually. You have the moon conjunct Venus this week as well, when this when the sun moves into Taurus. So it's in your house of spirituality. You can connect with spirit. You can pray, you can meditate, you can really feel that connection this week in particular. So trust your gut feelings and just be focused on creativity. Look upon this time as being an adventure, and look at all the infinite possibilities that are available to you, Cancer. Know that this is a time of radical change, but you have the power to turn this into something amazing, far better than it was before for you. So, release what has gone before and move forward as the spiritual guru, darling. Quieten the mind. Connect inside with that infinite love and guidance from spirit, and just think that this is a wonderful opportunity for things to be completely different for you going forward. Cancer, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, share, comment. Let me know if you like this new format going forward. I really appreciate feedback, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week.